Now is the summer of our discount tents. The fair Miranda must I tell of such bargains and exceedingly good deals. Let us visit a merchant this very hour, lest King Denialus decides he needs his devoted daughter's return forthwith. Miranda! Miranda! Miranda!
Fret not, Justino. Keepeth thy hair on. The king hath stopped council this very hour. So excited is he by the return of wayfaring hero Lord MacDave.
Bakers and dispensers of toast defend us. Lord MacDave hath ventured back already. They say he travelled far and wide, further round our globe than any man, from scalding desert to frozen pole. No limit did he set to feet or soul.
Indeed so, Justino. Fortunate are we to live in such heroic times.
Perhaps, my lady, but dost thou not think thy regal father a tad out of touch? He hath decreed the earth to be flat. Doth he truly believe such piffle?
You always denigrate our king. He's off battles against foes overseas, fighting Dane, Hun, and Aragonese. Royal deeds, I'd say, my contrary knight.
There you have it, my lady. He can fight until the cows cometh home, but no glory for our land will arise from a king that believeth in hogwash.
Justino, my patience is at an end. I came not to hear you slander my father so. I bid you farewell.
Come back, my lady. Wait up, prithee. Your father is indeed a great monarch, if a little past his telleth by date. Fair Miranda, Miranda!
Sam Cameo, wherefore art thou? 'Tis me, your game-changing husband.
My noble lord, you're back, quelle surprise! What joy to see your bonny face once more! Many a long night and weary day have I passed, tweeting thoughts and worries, from the escalating price of castles, to which spices maketh the best curries. But enough insights from me, forsooth. Now 'tis your wishes that I must address.
Music to my ears, Sam Cameo. I will give thou a massive like later. Meanwhile, forward we must go with our thought leadership challenge in real terms.
Runneth that past me again, my liege?
Yes. Here's the thing, Sam Cameo. I have been to the edge of the world, and you'll never guess it was.
Let me see. 'Twas not possible to get a latte after thy morning jog?
Irksome though that was, my lady, let us return to the matter in hand. Of the world's edge there is none. None! We abide in a sphere, not a flat earth as our king decrees. 'Tis high time he upgraded his views, lest the country miss it out on key deliverables, for he badly needeth some blue sky thinking.
We doth indeed. Methinks the king is an old man now. 'Twould not take much to stop his feeble heart. Then lo, who better to govern the kingdom than thou, my lord? 'Tis time you manned up.
Did I hear thee correctly, Samcam? You suggest we murder Denialus, that I should then be crowned king?
Murder schmurder, 'tis just a question of degree. Some would say he has one foot in the grave already. We are but helping nature run its course. Besides, did you not just express your grave concern for our kingdom? My question to you is this. Dost thou have the orbs in thy nether parts to do this deed or not? If thou truly want to be monarch and A-list celeb, thou must kill the king, and then I can become queen. What's not to liketh?
Oh, you are right as always, my lady. It's just the speed at which this happeneth. Never before have I gazed upon such low-hanging fruit. Gobsmacked am I by this synergistic turn of events.
Quite so, my lord. What a wordsmith art thou. Now, of mortal matters let us dwell, and conjure a scheme to bumpeth off Denialus. I propose poison, so hard to detect, so quick to effect. The court will think him ailing and sick. Arsenic, hemlock, spoilt for choice are we. Quick, let's go to my apothecary.
Begone, vilest creature of them all, pestilential badger, stripy hog, black and white purveyor of disease, nocturnal nosher, underground swine, thou art a curse upon this fair land. 'Tis time to join my weekly cull quota.
Father, what causes such commotion? Thou hast slayed yet another badger?
'Tis so, daughter, thou cannot kill enough. Of all ills that beset our kingdom, badgers ranketh most foul. They frolic o' night time, when godly creatures should rest, proof indeed of their devilish intent. But let us not dwell on such troubling matters. We must prepare a welcome banquet for homecoming hero Lord MacDave and his enchanting wife, Lady Sam Cam. They say his troop grows solid in Arctic climes, where ice and snow doth cover the ground as a babe in a blanket.
Oh, intrepid he is indeed, father, and a relief he returneth safely, despite the random stings of jellyfish. Heroic tales, no doubt he will tell, and Sam Cam will bring handbags to sell.
Excellent, beloved daughter, thou art a paragon of virtue, as was thy dear mother. Come, let us roast a dozen badgers on the spit, and make badger ice cream for dessert. After such exertion and epic feats, MacDave must feast on tasty treats.
What ho, Justino, how's it hanging? 'Tis eons ago since we last met. Hast thou time for a quick flagon of ale?
Regretfully not, my worthy liege. Fair Miranda must I see forthwith. Of her aged father did I offend. Apologise I must, and make amends.
What hast thou said to upset her so? A robust damsel is she. Some would say more user-centric than the king.
Quite, my lord, but loyal to him is she, even when he spouted forth nonsense. How are we to assume our rightful place in the panoply of nations when led by a king who thinketh our earth flat?
'Tis pence indeed, sire. We so need 360-degree thinking on this one. Should I ever become king, an unlikely event, I'd wager, we'd repurpose the globe as a sphere and have the roundest ever government.
A most noble claim, my lord, and one I welcome most heartily. What a shame you've no rightful claim to the throne.
Alas, not, Justino. But sometimes fate can deliver the odd surprise, the destiny that shapes our end, no less. Now, let's touch base later. I must make ready for the king's banquet. High five.
Goodbye, noble lord. I too should make haste and catch Miranda before your feast.
Hush, quiet. Pray all be seated, as we celebrate the joyous and safe return of most mettlesome Lord MacDave. On this great festive occasion, you make both king and country proud.
Esteemed king, Sam Cam and I are most honoured to be guests at thy banquet. 'Tis truly humbling to see so many thanes, knights, earls, yeomen, bishops, jesters, servants, and common folk.
My husband is right in Ireland. Had I known there be so many here, Tupperware would I have brought to sell, and nosegays too, to ease the smell.
Kind words indeed, but there's really no need. Your safe return to these shores is enough. Pray, tell us some tales after our toast. All hail Lord MacDave.
Very well, my liege. So it shall be. Let me start with a tale from Norway. Traipsing over ledges of deep ice, I once stumbled upon a husky dog. What a handsome canine was he! Cobalt eyes sat atop his wet snout, a coat as pure and white as ermine. So taken was I by this creature, that I did straw us in a selfie, man and dog captured on parchment scroll. Then, with pill frozen to my hand, didst I... But lo! What ails the king as I speak? Quick, fetchest thou a doctor, Sam Cam? Our monarch hath become grievous ill.
Father, father, speak, I pray. What could smite thee down with such little warning?
I feareth for his life, Miranda. 1 minute, so merry and up for it. The next, stricken and pale as a ghost.
'Tis worse, my lord. Neither breath nor heartbeat in him doth stir. He's dead! My father's dead! Stop the banquet, say I. Get thee hence. We shall have a state of mourning. Tellest thy wife, MacDave, that no doctor of physic is needed, but rather a grave digger have her bring. All is spent. I must now bury the king.
To frack or not to frack? That is the question. Whether 'tis better in this land to harness the shale gas of unexploited landscapes, or leave it where it is, and by opposing new markets, risk key partnerships. There's the dilemma. For in this challenge could I sprinkle my magic now that Miranda may ask me to become king. But I must keep my clan on message before such an eventuality. My earls will strongly object if I declare it the world to be round. Aye, there's the rub. Keeping things flat doth give them great leverage over their peasant folk, who little suspect the true mechanics of our globe. Sod it! Let's dispense with the round crap. If I'm to keep everybody on board Team MacDave, Executive Council must I pre-plan from the get-go. To synergize, to leverage, there's the challenge I have it on my radar. 'Tis high time I stepped up to the plate and faced the music of my destiny. Watch out, peeps. I am beyond excited.
And dost thou accept the title of king, Lord MacDave? Swearest thou to honour and protect the good people of this realm, and inspire all who shall follow thee?
I do.
Then I do pronounce thee king. Go forth and address thy subjects, that they may gaze upon thy smarmy face, and marvel at the torrent of tosh that poureth from thy mouth, as do stools drop from a steed on a high-fibre diet. Long live King MacDave!
My lords and ladies, thank you, thank you. A worthy monarch shall I become, as was our good friend King Denialus. So keen am I to follow in his steps, that I now declare our state shall govern on an earth flatter than it's ever been. And if you haveth objections, please consult our Transition Support Centre. Now, if you'll excuseth me, I have some key stakeholders to enable.
Greetings, my liege, or should I say king. 'Tis odd, is it not, with Denalis barely buried in the ground, that you should don his mantle so swiftly? Odder still for one who found out for himself the roundness of the earth, to proclaimeth it flatter than ever. 'Tis a change of heart unseemly quick, that smacketh of real politic.
Justino, you squirty upstart, be careful whom thou disseth. Our new head of state and king, no less.
Ay, lady, or should that be queen? As twosomes go, you two take the biscuit. I will address him as I see fit. And fit he is certainly not. He is rather a sleazy motormouth who murdered the old king and now rules our country under the flimsiest of pretexts. And for this crime he must die.
What hast thou done, O little toe rag? You have just slain my husband and king. For this heinous act you shall pay with your own life. Say goodbye, upstart.
Justina, my love, what in heavens hath happened to you and our new king? Both slain as sheep led to slaughter.
Look no further than Lady Samcam, sweetheart. A servant from their castle doth show me a vial of poison, used to murder thine own father. I came to warn you of their deceit and conniving, but...
So, lady, what sayest thou? No doubt thy now departed husband could explaineth well this butchery, but you seemeth suddenly mute.
Spareth me the lecture, Miranda. Tame and ineffectual art thou, as was thy father. To the heavens thou must go, so that I can become head honcho. Bye-bye, fledgling. Sorry it had to end this way.
What a sorry state of affairs indeed! To lose my father and then my betrothed in such quick succession, 'tis too much for my heart and soul to bear. Yet sense can I maketh of this carnage. Neither of them shall have died in vain, if my own life can be the remedy. No more of MacDave's bragging baloney, no more of Samcam's self-servitude. A fair and honourable reign do we need, and I shall make that happen. Cometh the hour, cometh the Miranda.